Hare Srinivasa. My name is Sanjiv Kulkarni from Melbourne, Victoria. And I'm honored to share a few words as my review of this great film, Sri Jagannatha Dasa. I thoroughly enjoyed watching this marvelous film on the life and times of the great scholar Sri Jagannatha Daasaru. I think we need more such films which tells us the story and extols the life and times of such great souls, their journey and their contribution not just to the Dasa Sahitya movement but also to humanity at large. Besides the numerous meaningful songs and suladis that Sri Jagannath Dasaru has composed in Kannada language, his magnum opus undoubtedly will be Sri Harikathamrita Sara, which explains and extols life as the greatest creation of Lord Sri Hari. And that too in simple Kannada language, which is probably unique from a Kannada literature perspective itself. This will be covered in the second part of the movie. The current movie is the first part. Personally, I'm taking away 3 key lessons from this movie that I will be calling out later in this review. But firstly, to begin with the review right away, I think the movie aptly covers an introduction of the main character Sri Jagannath Dasaru, or Sri Srinivasa as he was called before he got his Ankit Nama, his background, his merits, the famous interaction with Vijaya Dasaru, Guru Vijaya Dasaru, Sri Gopal Dasaru, the unfortunate after effects because he declined the invitation to attend the puja and have prasada. What happens after that, the pain that he goes through, how does he overcome the pain, and finally, how does he end up getting his Ankitanama or the pen name Sri Jagannatha Dasa. That is what is covered in this movie. The screenplay really deserves special mention here because it loses no time in getting straight to the point and getting us all engrossed into the drama at the same time. The reason I say it needs special mention is because the story and the life of Sri Jagannath Dasaru is in a, even though not in a detailed format, is known to most of us devotees. Yet, if you get engrossed in a movie right from the first minute it comes up on the stage where they're showing the birth of the child, from that point on till the very end when he gets his Ankitnama, that is what I call as the power of the screenplay. So kudos to the screenplay writer. Next, moving into the music. Now, when a movie of this nature has 3 stalwarts of Dasa Sahitya, Sri Vijaya Dasaru, Sri Gopal Dasaru, and Sri Jagannath Dasaru, all in the same movie, the music had to be great. And the music gets a big tick in that sense. Despite these being famous songs that many of us already know, we hum, we chant, yet it kind of captures our ear. It's so refreshing to hear. It's so divine. Maybe that's also because you're just captivated by what's happening on screen. And also the background music. Sometimes we don't give credit to the background music, but the background music has also come out very well. So therefore, kudos to the music director, Sri Vijay Krishna ji, for this great effort. Coming to the acting department, I think each and every actor has done their part beautifully, be it the 3 main characters or the supporting characters that come in. Talking about the supporting characters, the ones who recurringly come are obviously the parents and the wife. And that's a character that probably caught my attention the most. A very sincere effort by the actor playing the wife of Sri Jagannath Dasaru. Coming to the 3 main characters, personally, I was very impressed by the actor who played the role of Sri Gopal Dasaru, which is Sri Prabhanjan Deshpande. The reason I say that is it's not an author-backed role in the sense it's not the main character, let me put it that way. The main character is Sri Jagannath Dasaru. But each time he would come on screen, there would be such sincerity in what he was trying to portray, be it when he gets angry or be it when he really feels that he has to pardon the devotee, and then the tapas and the seva with which he treats Sri Jagannath Dasaru. Each and every scene, when he's on the scene, I think he just stole the show regardless of who else was there. That's my personal view. Our producer, Shri Trivikram Joshi ji, did a fantastic job as the calm and composed Guru Vijaya Dasaru. And lastly, Sarat Joshi, the lead character, Sri Jagannatha Daasaru. Kudos to him for putting in a sincere effort. This character has various layers to it. You know, the ability to show that you are a knowledgeable person at the start, then the arrogance that comes with it, then the pain that goes with it, and lastly coming to the level of bhakti. So in one kind of movie, you're getting to portray all four of your acting prowess, if you may. So great job by all the actors. Now, lastly, coming to the direction, I think kudos to Sri Madhusudan Havaldarji for, firstly, for his conviction in a story of this nature. For somebody who comes from mainstream Kannada cinema, this is not an easy topic to choose and present in a mainstream manner as well. Release it through the typical rigmarole of what goes into putting a Kannada movie into the theaters. So firstly, kudos to him just for the conviction and also for the beautiful picturization. I again go to the point of the screenplay. It's a joint effort of the screenplay writer and the director that you are able to keep us engrossed into a movie which we already know the storyline of. So great job. Finally, a salute to our producer, Sri Trivikram Joshi ji, for his belief in the director's vision to go with a topic that is so dear to all of us, and also putting his money into something like this. Devotion is one thing, and the ability to put money into something like this is something else altogether. So hats off to you, sir, and look forward to more such movies on the big screen. Now, coming to the 3 points that I talked about as my personal takeaways. First and foremost, it is that arrogance can destroy anybody, even the most learned. There is no doubt about the knowledge that Sri Jagannatha Daasaru possessed and possesses. Harikatamrita Sara is an example of that. He's a divine incarnation who has, in his previous birth, he has been Sahlada, the king of Prahlada, or Raghavendra Swamiji, and then Shalya Maharaja during Mahabharata. And somebody who comes with this kind of repertoire, if you may, is obviously not somebody who is unaware of who Guru Vijaya Dasaru is. But that is what arrogance does to you. It's like a Kali Avesha in a way. When the arrogance gets in, you can't see anything else. Everything else is destroyed. And then we all know what happened after that. Next that caught my attention really is the purity of a student and teacher relationship. That's the second point. So beautiful, so pure. When you see the scenes between Guru Vijaya Dasaru and Sri Gopal Dasaru, it just touches you somewhere in your heart immediately, because despite all the insults being directed to Guru Vijaya Dasaru, the one who gets impacted is Gopal Dasaru, because they cannot take the teacher's insult. The teacher is calm, but the student is boiling. So strong is his devotion, to put it in simple words. And also the reverse, when Gopal Dasaru feels that he cannot, he feels so troubled inside that he says, I'm going to skip lunch, I cannot do it. To which Vijaya Dasaru says that, look, if you skip, I skip. If I skip, everybody else skips. And the beauty is that everybody else is willing to skip as well. But Guru Vijaya Dasaru convinces Gopal Dasaru that this is not how it's done. So that moment was very touching for me personally. So that's the second lesson. And the third lesson is that when it comes to